Okay, good morning, everybody. Today we are good morning. Today we are going to understand introduction to event marketing and sponsorship in sports management. Right. So in yesterday's class, we have studied sports marketing segmentation, in which we have studied Wales framework, and we have also studied how the companies are segmenting the market on the basis of product usage rate and product benefits. That all we have discussed in the yesterday's class. Today we are going to start with a new topic, that is event marketing, the role of fans in sport, and the role of sponsorship in sports management. Right? So let us proceed. Before going any further, we need to understand the meaning of event marketing. Now, what is event marketing? Event marketing refers to actual marketing of an event by its organizers. For sports events, this type of event marketing can involve a number of different areas of marketing. So, what is event marketing? It is basically actual marketing of an event by the organizers. So, we are marketing a particular sport because a lot of companies have sponsored in that particular event. A lot of athletes are being paid for that particular event, so that's why we are marketing a event as a whole. For example, Olympics, for example, Commonwealth Games, for example, Wimbledon tournaments, right? For example, FIFA World Cup, right? These are all events that the huge companies are marketing, because through these events, for example, football matches are going on right now. So through these football matches, a lot of companies are sponsoring the athletes. They are promoting their products through commercials, through
मैम
different
आईपीएल्स.
IPLs, right? IPLs are also example of event marketing. So that's why they are promoting this whole event as a whole. If you have seen of, I was very shocked because earlier it was banned in India. They are showing this Pakistan's IPL, which is called as PSL, which is Pakistan Super League. If you will see the channels, sport channels, I was I was very shocked because up to, I think, last year, this Pakistan IPL was banned in India. Nobody would be able to see this Pakistan IPL.
यस मैम.
Right now, it is happening in Dubai and it is being broadcasted every day on, I think, on Sony Sports Channel. So this huge is the market of event marketing, right? Why they are broadcasting that event in India? Due to bad political, uh, we have very bad political relationship with Pakistan. They are doing it only because of the event sponsoring companies. They are somehow able to convince the Indian government that a lot of business can be generated, a lot of brands can be benefited, and right now no Indian matches are being forecasted. So people who love sports are getting bored. So they love to see Pakistan lose the matches, right? So that's why these matches are being broadcasted. So this is the important
मैम ये
point.
स्पोर्ट्स चैनल है शायद मैम पूरे एशिया के जो ब्रॉडकास्टिंग राइट्स खरीद रखे हैं, इस वजह से दिखाते हैं.
हाँ, बिल्कुल।
मैम ये पाकिस्तान में जो स्पोर्ट्स चैनल है ना, वो उनको अलाउ नहीं करता है कि वो मैच दिखाए अपने खुद के, क्योंकि राइट्स तो इंडिया के जो स्पोर्ट्स चैनल है उन्होंने ले रखे हैं,
Right,
ब्रॉडकास्टिंग राइट्स.
right. So yes, that's what the question is, that why they have taken the rights only to improve their profit and their remuneration, right? Because lots of companies are sponsoring and they are able to pay for it. Uh, next is next we are going to understand this event examples. So do anybody has any idea about ESPYS? Do you know what are these? Okay. So let us first understand what is this event, because this is a very famous worldwide event. So we should have an idea of what this event is all about. And ESPY event award is an accolade currently presented by American Broadcast Television Network ABC, which was previously ESPN, to recognize individual and team athletic achievement and other sports related performance during calendar year preceding a given annual ceremony. and the first ESPYs were awarded in 1993. So basically, as I think you have seen Filmfare Awards, we are giving awards to the celebrities. In India, we do not have any kind of commercial awards. We do have government awards, but they are not commercialized. But when you talk about American media, these kind of awards are being commercialized only for the sole purpose of publicity, right? So ESPN is organizing these kind of awards, and let us see how they are managing the events. The gift bags given to the guests at the 2014 ESPY Awards carried an estimated value of $23,000, included vacation packages, gym memberships, gift cards, spa gift certificates, sailing lessons, golf club membership, a coffee maker, and a shower head with a built-in speaker. So, just imagine that how many guests have come. I think minimum 100 guests would have attended this, and they have spent $23,000 only giving, the gift to a single guest. And who are all these people? These people are athletes, they are sportsmen who have done exceptionally well in the last calendar year, right? So, this is how, why they are doing is because they want uh, uh, to increase the promotion of their brands. Many of the companies are investing in this event. This event must be broadcasted on ESPN, and a lot of companies are investing in this. That's why they are able to give a prize of $23,000, which are, gym membership. That means those gyms are sponsoring. They are giving free membership to these athletes. They want the athletes to come to their gym so that they can promote their brand. Spa gift certificates. Again, spa gift certificates are given because the spas they want the athletes to come, and they want to promote uh, their brand, right? So these are some event examples. I have given a case study of ESPY. Next, event marketing has become a profitable segment of the sports entertainment industry while creating a positive economic impact for the areas that host events, right? So how it is creating a positive impact on marketing scenario, let's see. Billions are spent each year by marketers. Russia get big on 2014 Winter Games in Sochi. So we are all are aware that the Winter Games in 2014 are held in Sochi, which is in Russia. The cost exceeded $50 billion, a huge amount. According to Russia's international news agencies, RIA Novosti, uh, that would make it the most expensive games, summer or winter, ever staged, right? So, can you imagine $50 billion were spent in this 2014 Winter Olympic Games? Why companies are spending, why companies are sponsoring? Because they want to increase the reach. See, Olympic Games are something which are broadcasted all over the world to almost all the countries, right? Because most of the countries are participating, right? uh, there are in India also, we are participating in wrestling, we are participating in shooting, we are participating in badminton, right? And we are getting medals also. We are short run and long run, right? So we are also participating, and we are looking forward to these people like Saina Nehwal, or the people who are very famous and they are getting medals for us. So because every country is watching, so that's why they have invested this much of money so that the brands which are global can reach to each of the country. The word is reached to each of the countries, specifically each of the homes by companies. The 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, Canada cost 3.6 billion, according to an estimate by Prince Waterhouse Coopers. Two others put the bill closer to 6 billion. So again, in 2010 also in Winter Olympics, which was held in Canada, this much amount was being invested. In 2012, examples are given. So these are the examples which show us that how much money has been invested in these kind of events. For sports events, event marketing can involve a number of different marketing activities. So let us understand that what are the activities from the marketing point of view which are involved in event marketing. The first is recruiting the athlete participation in events, creating a publicity strategy to increase the coverage of the event. Recruiting athlete participation in event means um, calling the athletes to market your products or approaching the athletes to sponsor, right? We A lot of companies approach an athlete, and everybody wants to recruit an athlete for publicity of their particular product. Everybody wants a very famous athlete. For example, अभी वो कौन सा एथलीट है जो अभी जेल में है, क्या नाम है उसका? सुनील, व्हाट इज हिज नेम? रेसलिंग में है ना, ही गॉट अ मेडल फॉर अस, ही इज इन रेसलिंग, बट राइट नाउ ही इज इन जेल.
मैम सुशील
So,
कुमार।
Sushil Kumar, right. So, for example, Sushil Kumar is participating in Olympics. So, a lot of companies will approach him to market their products or to, you know, make the brand ambassador. अभी तो उसकी image थोड़ी ऐसी हो गई. But I'm talking about the previous scenario. So, recruiting the athlete participation in event is very important. Even when we are marketing the sport, we are making advertisements, we want that those athletes to come and market the event. For example, when you were seeing the advertisements of IPL in the newspaper, you would have seen Virat Kohli and Dhoni, because Dhoni has now taken retirement, but still he is participating in IPL, and Rohit Sharma, and Shekhar Dhawan, they all were broadcasted. These are the main face of Indian cricket. So recruiting the athlete participation in event is very important. They are getting the IPL fees definitely, but for promoting the IPL event also they are paid something by Star Sports. Creating a publicity strategy to increase coverage of the event. The next important point is a publicity strategy has to be made. We have already studied 4 P's of marketing: product, place, price, promotion. So here we are talking about promotion. What is the publicity strategy? You Because you want to increase the coverage, are you using digital medium? You using social media platforms, or you are using traditional marketing strategy, or you are reaching to each and every colleges, schools of India, and there you are marketing the event. So, what is basically the strategy or publicity strategy of promoting that event? Promoting the event to boost uh, attendance. Attendance means earlier, before Corona, uh, events were getting a lot of money by selling tickets also. So, how you are promoting the event? Because through tickets also we earn a lot of money. Selling the sponsorship to corporations. Okay, so we are selling the sponsorship as we see the bidding in for the cricketers. In the same way the bidding is done for sponsors also. So selling the sponsorship to the corporations or the companies who are sponsoring the event is also very important. Next, for sports events, event marketing can involve a number of marketing activities. So, still, we are covering the marketing activities. Marketing the event to the corporation to urge sponsorship and general event support. See, in India, we do not want to urge the corporations, but in the contrary, the corporations earn the cricket associations that they want to sponsor a particular event. A bidding happens and the higher bidder is given the sponsorship for a particular event, right? Specifically when it comes to cricket sponsorship, right? As far as other kind of sports are involved, maybe they are having a hard time finding the sponsors. But as far as cricket is concerned, IPL matches are concerned, World Cups are concerned, right? Only sponsors are requesting the corporations that they want to sponsor. Working with government officials to provide public support. Definitely, you have to work with the IAS officers who are dealing with sports, the cabinet ministers who are sports ministers, take permissions. Because you are an event marketing company, you have to take permission, you have to take prior clearance from all the government officials if you are entering a particular territory, so that the ground can be made ready, right? Marketing to private vendors that can provide services for the event. When we talk about private vendors, for example, if we are organizing a match in Ahmedabad, so we have to contact the local vendors to provide, for example, if they are selling tickets, small local vendors for water bottles or maybe for FMCG products, or maybe providing some technical support, we want a local vendor. So you have to also manage with the local vendor because you are overall managing a event, right? You are managing a event in terms of players, their comfort, and all the materials and supplies that you are giving to them, all the facilities you are giving to them, everything comes in event marketing, right? For example, in IPL, we have invited a lot of cricketers from Australia, from England, from South Africa. So whenever these cricketers are coming, the whole sole responsibility comes on event marketing. Um, Even when the team was infected, then also the Indian government has sent all the players to Dubai, and they have sponsored their stay for 15 days or 21 days, and then they were sent back to their countries after quarantine. So it is your responsibility if an international cricketer or a player is coming to your country. As a event manager, it becomes your responsibility because Australia and England, they have refused to take their cricketers back when they were coming from India. So India has devised a strategy that the event marketers have sent those players to UAE, and they were living in seven-star hotels for 15 days, 21 days. And when they were fully recovered, after giving them all the medical support, then they were sent to their countries. Because in UAE, the administration is very strict, so there you can handle conditions very easily as compared to India. So that is what the responsibility of event marketers are. Next is the role of corporate support in event marketing has increased dramatically in the past few decades. Without sponsorship and corporate support, many events would not be profitable. The ADT Championship, once one of the LPGA's most prestigious event, was eventually cancelled because the event sponsor, Stanford Financial, went into receivership and the event was unable to secure a new sponsor in their place. So this is how much the extent of sponsorship is important in organizing a particular event. See, this is the company which was, sponsoring this event for a long time, and because they have taken their step back, they were not able to get a sponsor, and eventually the event has been cancelled. So this is the importance of sponsorship. The 2014 Winter Games in Sochi inked over 1 billion in sponsorship revenue by 2010, and 4 years before the game would even take place. So, in Sochi, Winter Olympics was being organized. We have already studied, and in 2010, see, from 2010 only through sponsorship, they were able to get a revenue of 1 billion, right? There are now 3 years are left. 3 years are remaining. Up in 2014, that sport is going to start, but in 2010 only they have started earning revenue from the sponsorship. So these Olympic games and these IPL games, they are playing big on sponsorship and they are playing big in marketing. They are earning a lot and lot of money from sponsorship. To entice corporate support, event marketers must integrate 5 P's of event marketing. Now we have come to the theoretical part. After understanding the case studies, there are 5 P's of event marketing, which is very important that you should always inculcate whenever you are going up for a event marketing. To their strategy to help sponsors achieve the result they are looking for an event sponsor or partner. Entice means, do you know what is the meaning of entice? Okay, so entice means uh, positively influencing somebody to participate, and in the return we are giving them something, right? Positively influencing somebody to participate in a particular event, and in return we are giving them something, maybe monetary or non-monetary, right? So that is called as entice. So these are the 5 P's of event marketing. If you want, you can write it down. The first is called as participation. Okay. The second is called as product or brand experience. The next is called as promotion. Then we have prop. Then we have prospect. So let us understand these things one by one. The first and the most important P of event marketing is called as participation. So what is participation? Getting consumers to attend the event and interact with the company, whether visually, verbally, or interactively. So you want the people to attend a particular event. For that, you need participation. You need people to attend that particular event, right? Participation is very important because why we are doing all these kind of events, because we want to market certain products, so more and more consumers will come, more and more exposure of a brand will be given to the customers. So that is the only reason why big stadiums are being created by Indian government to generate revenues from sports marketing, from event marketing, right? So in India before Corona also, if any match was happening, nobody was getting seats, and people were selling these tickets in black, right? So these kind of things are happening. So participation is very important, specifically if you are organizing a very popular sport like cricket or something like that, right? So the first P is very important, that is participation. Participation means you want the consumers to attend, to take the tickets, to attend the match. See, it is not only participation physically. When I am talking about participation, I am talking about participation digitally also, and when we are broadcasting, we want the people to see also, right? So it is not only selling the tickets, but for example, if you are Star Sports, so they have an app which is called as Hotstar. So they are selling their app Hotstar also, that they will broadcast the IPL match live. So people are taking Hotstar only because they want to watch IPL match. The bachelors who are not having televisions or they cannot go physically to watch the cricket, they have taken membership of Hotstar only to watch these IPL matches,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Right. So I have seen my father-in-law who do not know how to operate Facebook or Instagram. He has a Hotstar account functional. He's watching all the time. He's on phone and watching those IPL match and giving us, all the updates. So it is very nice that how much marketing has been done, that the people who are not tech savvy, they are able to download the Hotstar app. They are able to pay. Even the companies like the telecommunication partners, for example, Airtel. If you take an annual plan of Airtel postpaid plan, they'll give you Hotstar free for 1 year, right? So the sales of this telecommunication provider Airtel has increased because they are giving free membership of Hotstar. Look
Yes,
at the
ma'am. Jio is
extent.
also giving.
Jio is also giving, right? So look at the
Yes, ma'am.
extent of marketing. Who कौन कौन पैसा कमा रहा है इस आईपीएल से? एयरटेल कमा रहा है, हॉटस्टार कमा रहा है, स्टार स्पोर्ट्स कमा रहा है, जो भी द कंपनीज विच आर इन्वेस्टिंग स्पॉन्सरिंग, वो तो कमा ही रहे, right? So when I talk about participation, it is digital participation. It is even the TV channel. They are also doing making advertisements, taking the famous face, and also they are doing publicity for uh, selling the tickets also. So this is the extent of participation we are talking about. Okay. Now the next thing is, the next P is called as product or brand experience. So distributing samples, or having the consumer try on and try out your product at the event. So here you can see that they have made a dome of Pepsi and dyed Pepsi, whatever, and a big balloon has been formed of Pepsi. And whenever aerial images of that field is taken, you will see a 3D image revolving around that field of the company who is sponsoring. Even when the players list will come on the TV, on the side you will see the name of the sponsoring company, right? And whenever there is a break in this matches, you will see people coming with bottles, maybe some kind of a dummy bottles or dummy balloons. So this, you have to make your brand experience big when it comes to product and brand experience. You have to showcase your product nicely to the customers so that it is being noticed. Making this much big, making this much big dome of a Pepsi, making a big balloon, everybody is going to notice it. Whether he is physically attending the match or he is watching the match on TV, even the cameramen, they are given instructions that please capture these images, or whenever um, you are forecasting the matches, please show these kind of images to the customers. So this is very important, product and brand experience. Distributing the samples, you can distribute small sample of your product to the spectators who have come, the people who have taken ticket. You can give a small sample free with the ticket, or having the consumer try on and try out your product at the event. So I have seen a small event which is being organized when this IPL was going on in India. Biggest fan. The name of that contest was Biggest Fan, and you have to make a video, and that video was broadcasted. I don't know which company was sponsoring. I think Vodafone was sponsoring or Idea was sponsoring. You have to make your video, and then if you make a nice video, then you will be broadcasted in the channel. So you have to make your name visible in the mind of the customers. So whenever next time he's doing a purchase behavior, he takes your brand. Next is called as promotion. Promotion means generating media exposure by creating stories within the event and further increasing the corporate awareness through promotions. So we know promotion is the art of marketing, and if you want to promote a particular event, there are various ways. Here you can see a web coupon in the same way. Mm, uh, you can promote your event by uh, selling pamphlets, leaflets, giving advertisements on social media, or increasing awareness through daily newspapers, local newspapers, giving notifications on the app, or giving notifications through referencers uh, and influencers. So, do you know who are influencers in digital medium? Who are influencers? No? Okay. So, I am sure if you love cricket, you must have subscribed to some famous YouTube channels who which are related to cricket, right? Or maybe anything else. Let's take some other example. For example, you are preparing for UPSC, right? You want to become IAS officer. So you will subscribe the channels which are in YouTube, and you will subscribe the channels which are most watched or have more number of views or more number of followers. So these influencers are the people who are very famous on the digital platforms, say Instagram, say Facebook, or say YouTube. Through them, you are promoting your event, because through them you are going to reach a lot of people, a lot of public. Um, I follow, I love travel, and I follow a YouTuber. The name of that YouTuber is Curly Tales. So I have subscribed her. So whenever she will upload a video, I will get a notification that she has uploaded a new video on travel. So this is how the importance of influencers are. Sometimes Bollywood celebrities are also become influencers on Instagram and YouTube, and they spread the word about IPL is coming, or they will send a small sport like small message like IPL is coming, are you ready? Question mark. So if a celebrity posting such a small comment on the Instagram is going to grab the eyeballs of those 50,000 followers of that particular celebrity, so this is also a new and innovative way of promoting your brand. You are using influencers who are in YouTube, who are on Instagram, who are on Facebook. You are providing them some kind of a money, and they are sponsoring your product, right? Uh, yes. Next is proof. Conducting research before, during, and after the event to make sure that you are effectively reaching and penetrating your target audience. So, see, research is very important. Why research is very important? I've told you before also that marketing starts from research. You have to do a research on your target market. Here, the target market is all of India who love sports, right? So, if you are doing an event on sports, you have to reach each and everybody who loves sports. So, you have to find out the ways through which you can approach them. So maybe you can go to colleges, maybe you can go to sports, you schools, sorry. Maybe you can go to those academies where people are taking training. Maybe you can go to those training centers where people are doing this training. Maybe you can approach the famous coaches of India. Through them, you can do a research that how you can reach to people if a particular event is happening. The best way is using the sports broadcasting channels, or using the using the news channel. Very soon India is coming up with an international news channel of its own. Indian government is planning a Indian international channel. We see BBC, right? So BBC is a British international channel that we are watching, right? BBC is basically a British channel, and they are broadcasting the world news. In the same way, India is also going to start an international channel, and Indian government is planning for that. Why they are doing this? To generate revenue from the sponsors. So, for example, India is organizing a match or something like that. For example, IPL. If we forecast the advertisement of IPL on that international channel, just imagine the reach of that ad that is going, right? Every country is going to watch that ad. So research is very important so that you are able to reach the market. Now, prospect. What is prospect? Implies that companies should approach event marketing as a long-term commitment. Involvement with an event can require several years to establish before a company will reap the reward on their investment, right? So prospect company is very important. If you are doing event marketing, it is basically a long term event. Prospect means the company to which you are approaching to when you are organizing a event marketing, right? You should choose the right event marketing company so that all the things they fall into place and there is a smooth conduction of event. Next, we have event triangle. Now, what is this event triangle? Let us understand. We have completed 5 P's of event marketing, which is very important. In exam, what kind of questions can come? For example, the examiner can ask you explain any 2 P's of event marketing, or give examples on all the 5 P's of event marketing, or explain a case study with the help of 5 P's of event marketing. This kind of application based question can also come in exam. Okay. Now the next topic is the event triangle. What is event triangle? Event triangle is a model for studying the exchanges developed in sports marketing. It places emphasis on the relationship between producers and consumers. Okay. So event triangle is how the event is linked with the three important parts of an event. First is the event as a whole. Next is the sponsor, and third is the spectator. They all three are being mutually benefited with each other. How they are mutually benefited with each other? When I talk about the event, if you are creating an event, if you are an event sponsoring company, you are getting money from sponsors. Let's talk about sponsors. They are getting benefited because they are promoting their product, and in future their sales is going to increase. How spectators are getting benefited? They are they are getting entertained, right? In our busy lives you want something change, some change, and if you love sports, you are watching sports, then it is a good source of entertainment. You are paying almost nothing and you are getting entertained. So the event triangle has all the three components which are mutually getting benefit from each of the three units. The function will a function that will draw participants, spectators, and sponsors. Event can be amateur or professional. Amateur means somebody who is not expert, somebody who is not very much professional in a particular discipline. Typically provides professional means somebody who is very expert in particular thing. It typically provides some form of entertainment for spectators, and it provides exposure for brands. So in this triangle, the first component is event, and we have seen that how this event is getting benefited by the sponsors and by the spectators. Next, these are some examples of some famous events: FIFA World Cup and Super Bowl and local music festivals. These are in India. When we talk about in India, we can talk about IPL, and I cannot think of any other. It's the most famous
मैम
event.
प्रो कबड्डी, मैम प्रो कबड्डी।
Pro Kabaddi. Okay,
ISL.
right, right. So we have several events. Okay, now let's come to event marketing. With so many events being offered, event organizers often find creative and new venues to host events in an effort to generate public interest, right? So, new and innovative locations uh, are being chosen, and when it comes to Olympics, the countries they give their interest, they show their interest to the Olympic Association that we are interested in hosting this event for this particular year. And then that happens, because if you are hosting a event, overall development takes place of a particular city. If you remember of Commonwealth Games, when it happened in Delhi, the roads were developed, the area was very well developed, the city was cleaner and more hygienic at that point of time. So when you are hosting a event, you are developing your country. India positioned itself as a tourism country, as a spiritual country, so you can promote your company, you can country, you can take sponsorship from lot many sponsors around the world. So there is a lot of revenue generation for a country if they are sponsoring a particular event. I agree and understand that there is a lot of investment also. If you are developing the country, if you are investing, you are calling so many athletes in your country, you are making them their lodging, boarding, whatever. But at the same time, the amount of revenue which is generated uh, you know from the sponsorship, that is huge. So all in all, there is no investment, only profit. That's why a lot of countries are interested in hosting these kind of events. Now let's come to the second part of the triangle, that is called as sponsor. A company using the event to reach the important customer is the company who is called as sponsor. Will utilize the event to market its products and services, will leverage its relationship to advance future business opportunities. So how the sponsor is getting benefited? The sponsor is definitely promoting the product, and in turn, after some time, the sponsor is going to uh, have huge profits because uh, your word is being reached to a lot of people. Now finally we have reached to spectator, those attending the event as a source of entertainment typically must pay to attend the event, exposed to promotions for the event and event sponsors. So as a spectator, you you are getting entertained, you are getting a lot of knowledge, and you are also being exposed to a lot of brands. Sometimes it makes it easy for you to make buying decisions, right? For example, it becomes easy for you to take a particular product if you have already heard about a product lot. For example, I've heard a lot about Byju's. So whenever I uh, want to take a membership of any app, instead of going for Vedantu or any other famous app or topper for my children, I may go for Byju's because a lot of publicity has been done and people have shown trust in that particular brand. So as a spectator also you get a lot of benefit, you get knowledge, you get exposure, you get entertainment and everything. Okay, so this is what event management is all about. So we have completed our topic today, which is role of sponsors and role of fans in sports marketing. We have completed it. You only have to study two topics. We have studied 5 P's of sports management, sorry, event management, and we have studied event management triangle. So these two topics are very important in this particular topic that we have studied. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I will note down your attendance.